We, the jury, and
you know the power and the weight of what has just happened.
in the above entitled action,
I was the one who had to sign the verdict forms, and there was a shaky moment. It's real.
find the defendant, Daniel Joseph Serafini, guilty of a violation of California.
When I heard that sob, that almost knocked me out. And then I saw, like, Serafini, it was evil. Like, all you saw was, like, anger.
Three strangers now connected by their civic duty to find the truth in a case where they had never heard of the retired Major League Baseball pitcher accused of shooting his in-laws in their Lake Tahoe home 4 years ago.
And you had no idea about the case?
No idea.
Like, I think I said it earlier, like, I didn't even know it happened, period.
Gary Spoor died in the attack. Wendy Wood survived and recovered, but took her own life later. The jurors didn't know that either. It wasn't until weeks into the trial, testimony revealed Wood had died, but they didn't know the cause.
I was really curious. Maybe Wendy will testify, but
I was on the edge of my seat waiting for it. I was like, when are they going to call Wendy? When are they going to bring Wendy in here?
And then to later realize after the trial that she took her own life was just devastating.
Inside the historic Auburn courthouse, the 10-woman, two-man jury deliberated for 2.5 days, creating their own charts, making lists of lies and truths from key witnesses, and comparing details of several videos.
we looked at those videos over and over. We were taking stills, we were creating side-by-sides, we were really analyzing, like, could the person in this video match who we knew was, Daniel Serafini from the Red Lion video.
The women say Serafini's wife, Erin Spoor, the victim's daughter, didn't help his case with her testimony, saying she lost credibility over the Nevada hotel lobby video where he stayed the night before the shootings.
The fact that she refused to identify Dan on that Red Lion video really told me everything I needed to know at that point about her. That was a jaw-dropping moment.
And they questioned Serafini's lover, Samantha Scott's testimony. She drove him to Tahoe the day of the murder and struck a plea deal with prosecutors.
In deliberations, we had a piece of paper, and it was like, here are her lies, here are her truths.
But I do think that she still to this day is trying to protect him.
In the end, the jurors say putting together the timeline, cell phone records, and the security video from the victim's home helped them reach their guilty verdicts.
I couldn't find a single piece of evidence that made me stop and go, oh, maybe it wasn't him.
The jury never discussed the money motive of the couple's $23 million fortune and say it's a murder case that leaves behind victims still living with Serafini's choice to pull the trigger.
They lose their dad forever. You know, his kids with Erin, their dad is gone, and their grandparents. And their mom and aunt are fractured possibly forever. You know, there are no winners.
In Auburn, Michelle Bandur, KCRA 3 News.
The jurors say they want to be at Serafini's sentencing next month. He's facing life in prison.